Hi, Biotech TV. I'm Dan Farrer. I'm one of the clinical specialists here at OrganOx in Oxford. I'm here to talk to you today about the Mitra. This is the Mitra. It's what we call a normothermic liver perfusion device. So it means we're keeping a liver alive with blood in a machine as if it was inside the body. So really briefly, what we have here is we have a heart. Essentially, the heart is a pump, and what we have here is a sophisticated pump. We need some lungs, so we have those in the middle. This is called an oxygenator, but it works just like your lungs. We put oxygen inside, the oxygen is able to get into the blood, and carbon dioxide is able to come out, all in the oxygenator. And then we have a reservoir, which is like storage for the blood that moves around the machine. And we have some what we call infusions. These are essentially syringes full of either drugs or compounds that help the liver feel at home. This sensor detects what we call blood gas, so the amount of oxygen and the amount of carbon dioxide that's actually in the blood at any given moment. And the machine will recognize what it needs to do and automatically deliver the right amount of oxygen and air. We can see that we actually have a liver. And you can see this is a pig's liver. So this has come from an abattoir in the UK. So this is food byproduct. There was no animal sort of specially culled for this purpose. And what you can see here is all the blood vessels on the liver are roughly in the middle of the organ. And what we've done is we've placed these tubes. These are again special medical tubes called cannula, but essentially they're just sort of plastic pipes that go into the blood vessels and deliver that blood both into the liver, and also this big drain pipe is the blood coming back out of the liver. What the Mitra does for clinicians and hospitals is several things. First of all, surgeons who get a liver, it often comes on ice, it's static, it's still, it doesn't give you a lot of data. And if the donor passed away, and they were a little bit older, or they were slightly overweight, or they had a problem with drugs or alcohol, there may be some questions about the viability of that organ. And so what this machine does is it gives surgeons a really good way of testing the organ. So you can plug it into the machine, and a liver that's working will do liver things in the machine. They will just do that all day. They can take blood samples, they can send things to the lab, and then get a really good subset of data that informs how that liver is working. Secondly, it buys you time. So if you've got several operations on the go all at once, and you have 3 or 4 maybe transplants to do, you're in a fortunate position, you've got lots of organs to play with, you might not have enough surgeons or operating rooms to do all those transplants. So actually you can park a liver on the machine and it sort of stops the clock. So it takes it out of the ice, puts it into an environment where it's sort of happy and metabolically active and doing liver things, and so you can kind of park them in a row. So that's the Mitra in a nutshell.